Atlanta is a city that was rebirthed during the Civil Rights Movement. And during that time, it was coined the city that was too busy to hate.
Showing the world, really, that Atlanta is still an inclusive city. I saw a sign in the parade that said, "Still too busy to hate," and that's who we are.
As the decades have passed, many have found acceptance here, and the LGBTQ community thrives. But as things became more diverse, the issues became more complex.
At vigils across the country, including this one.
A gay man fighting off attackers Sunday.
I'm not going to continue to go back and tap into the days of old when I moved on.
It's not the first time the members of the LGBT community have been targets.
You have the support of your father, you have support of your family. So go and be your amazing self, and we're going to sit back and love you.
And it's all about love. That's the key element in the whole mix.
Outreach in the community, over 100 HIV tests.
In terms of transgender healthcare rights.
It deals with healthcare that people are not quite familiar with, but it does exist.
Tonight, we gather in a necessary safe space for a long overdue dialogue. Thank you for joining us. It's time to take what you need. Staying United, a conversation between straight and LGBTQ Atlanta.
This is exciting, and I feel like it's a bit historic. And I think that it's important that it's at the gathering spot. I like to say, because I'm a native Atlantan, I like to say, you know what? If this was in the 60s, I think Martin would have been having meetings right here at the gathering spot, right? Like, it's just that type of environment. And so I just want to welcome everyone. I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. And I want to tell you, first of all, that this is a safe space. You are going to be able to interact. This isn't a one-sided deal tonight, right? This is just us gathering. There is no right, there is no wrong. It's just opinions and feelings. And maybe you'll learn a little something, and maybe you'll take away something that'll stick right here, okay? And I want to bring up to the stage someone I've known for probably 15 years or so. He's 1/4 of the hit group from Atlanta, the legendary Goodie Mobb, Mr. Big GIPP. Can you come up and join me, GIPP? GIPP reached out to me, and, you know, he had done a social media post. And I'm gonna put it up on the screen there. There it is. And the post got a reaction, clearly, right? And GIPP, I want you to take me through, first of all, just what you were thinking when you initially made the post into what happened when you press send, right? Because there's, for every action, there's a what? Okay? And then take me to what you've learned since then.
Well, I'm gonna take my glasses off because I want to be able to look y'all in your eyes. It was a very jarring situation for me because, and I want to start this off to say to the LGBT community that I'm very, very sorry for whatever this post and how it made you feel. I'm very sorry because I was just doing something. I wasn't educated. The first person to call my phone when I put this post up was my daughter. And she was like, "Daddy." And I was like, "Yes, daughter." She said, "What are you doing?"
Right?
I said, "Baby, I saw the post. I thought it was something that kind of joined us because I didn't understand everything that goes on, that's in that post that's disrespectful." I said, "I thought it joined us because I see the rainbow, I see the people." I thought, she said, "No, Dad, this is offensive to some of my friends. This is offensive, Dad." And I had never been trolled before.
Right.
I didn't know what trolling was until it was on my page, and I was like, "Lord Jesus, what did I do?"
Yeah.
And you know, the biggest thing that I know that I've always had was I knew that people that knew me in Atlanta knew me, and they know, if you know my background and you know my daughter, and if you know my first wife, Joy, then you know that I've always been a part of the LGBT community.
Right.
Forever and a day.
Right.
It's always been in my house. It's always with me. So with me personally, I kind of felt hurt for not knowing what was going on, because I was kind of like, I always know what's going on. Why am I in this position? I just feel like the actual community, and y'all have grown so much. The information, it was something that we never talked about as a community. Right. You know what I mean? Not in my house.
Right.
I was raised by a military man. Big Mama raised us. So a lot of stuff, even we didn't speak about as a community. And being in this time in 2020, I feel like it's important for us all to understand what's hurtful, what's good, and how do we become better as a community.